Hi, I'm Mr. Rosengrant, and in this video, we're talking about scholarships. There's different sources of financial aid to help you pay for college. There's scholarships, there's grants, and there's student loans. The great thing about scholarships, like grants, are that that's gift money, money that people will give you from different sources to help you pay for school, but you do not have to pay back. Unlike student loans, which is also money that's given to you to help you pay for school, but student loans do have to be paid back. Right now, here in March and April, is the great time to start applying for different scholarships. So in this video, I want to kind of talk about how to do that. Scholarships come from a lot of different sources. A lot of times when you apply to the college, you want to fill out what's called the FAFSA. That's the free application for federal student aid. And from that, colleges can determine what financial need you have, and the federal government and state government, the FAFSA also links to the state application, the FIA application, and they can determine what money you qualify for in terms of grants and student loans. And then after you have that information figured out, the college then can figure out what scholarship money they can offer you from that college that you're applying to. So a lot of times students ask about, how can I get money for college? How can I get scholarships? The best time that you're going to invest in how to save money for school is going to be in taking the time to find your college match and make sure that you're applying to the right colleges that meet your needs, your financial needs, and the other interests that you have to make sure that you're studying. You're able to get a major to study the thing that you want to study in college. But picking the right schools that are the best match for you, that's going to save you thousands of dollars. So that's really one of the most important steps. Now, once you've done that, and you've kind of seen what scholarships the college can give you, you can consider applying for some outside scholarships. So there's other scholarships that come from local businesses, local organizations. You can apply for those, and a lot of times you're competing with other students to try to see who can get selected for that scholarship money. A lot of scholarships are based off of, could be financial need. It could be scholarships that are given for certain circumstances and certain situations for people that are studying certain majors. So again, there's lots of different scholarships out there, and it's important to kind of take a look at what those criteria are for what that scholarship is looking for, so you know which scholarships you should be applying to. Start with scholarships that are closest to you, okay? So what I mean by that is, start with scholarships that are offered by the high school that you attend. So go to your high school's webpage and look at their scholarship part of their webpage and look at the list of scholarships that are posted there. Working with what's closest to you is typically going to give you the smallest application pool. So there's not going to be as many applicants for that specific scholarship. And then you kind of work your way out to the national scholarships where there may be people applying from all around. You can also look at where your parents work. So a lot of employers will offer scholarships for children of employees. And again, that would be probably a smaller applicant pool depending on the organization that your parents work for. Also, clubs and organizations. For example, the Isaac Walton League, for example, they offer a scholarship. So I'll kind of show you how some of that works. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to go to our high school's webpage. So if you go to the Donegal High School page and you click on school resources, and then you go to the counseling under departments, that'll bring you into the school counseling webpage, and then you scroll down until you see scholarships. Click on that to view page, and you'll see a list of all the different scholarships that we are advertising here. We also have a scholarship committee that meets to review all the applications and make selections for who gets selected to receive the scholarships. So you can kind of scroll down through and you can see the different scholarships that are available. You can see the deadlines, and then you can click the link to get into the actual application. And you'll see that some of these scholarships are for people that are going into a certain major. There's quite a few for people going into the medical field, people that are going into education. There's also, again, scholarships for people that are have military, members of the military and their family and things like that. So go down through, take a look and see what scholarships are offered, see which ones you match with based on the criteria, and then follow the instructions to apply and make sure that you apply by the deadline. There's also the Donegal Foundation. And if you go to the Donegal Foundation, you can just Google Donegal Foundation and see where it says scholarships there. You can click on that. And again, you'll see the scholarships that are offered, and you can read through the criteria to see which students should be applying to these scholarships. And you can see down here that the scholarships opened back in February and they're due by April 15th. And then there's information here on the bottom to get into the application link to apply for those scholarships. There's also, once you've kind of started close to you and applied to scholarships through your high school or through your parents' employees or through organizations that your parents or family might be affiliated with, then you work your way out. You can work your way out to national scholarships. So there's different scholarship search engines. So this is an example of one of them. There's a bunch of them. This one is fastweb.com. So if you just Google fastweb.com, it'll have you set up an account, and then you can, the more information about you that you enter, the more accurately it can try to match you up with different scholarships. And you can kind of look down through the different scholarships, how much is the scholarship awarding, and what's the deadline to apply, and then you can go into details for filling out that application. Here's another example of one of those type of scholarships that would be like national scholarships. So this would be a scholarship that is specifically for children that were adopted after the age of 13. So you can kind of look through and see what scholarships are available. Again, there's scholarships for all different things. Make sure that you are following the deadlines and all of the instructions to apply. And as always, reach out to your school counselor if you have any questions about scholarships. We're happy to help you out.